I was 6, I tap dance all on them. And your diamonds like tap water, that drip way too foggy. These VVS is way awesome. Park CLS for drop to your death without warning. Get out the way, get out the way, get out the way, yeah. Get out the way, get out my way, yeah. You either with me or against me though. You either with me or win. Win, 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 win. Curve everything else. Win, 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 win. These ops say win, 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 win. Start chasing that. Win, 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 win. You clowns really don't stay outside when I play.
Just off the shores of Lake Erie, we are at First Energy Stadium in a city aptly named after its founder, Moses Cleveland, way back in 1796. The folks here in Cleveland, even though all the down years, have never stopped supporting their hometown guys, and we got evidence of that a moment ago as the Browns made their entrance. They are ready to do battle with Cam Newton and the Carolina Panthers. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout. Instead, they'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Go.
On first and 10, Newton. On the catch, it's Jarius Wright. 23 yards on the play.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. To throw on second down is Newton. He went backwards 7 yards, setting up a tough third down. So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime. From the gun, here's Newton. Got a man right side, it's McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And look at this. They're keeping the punter on the sideline. They're going to go for it here on the opening drive. They will go for it. Now Newton. That's to his running back, complete. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. Got some real estate inside the 30. Wright's got it. A good pick up there of 20 yards. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so. Out of the gun, Newton. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
You know, I don't think this is the last time we'll see that in this game. This guy has mobility, and they want to use his legs in the game plan. So there'll be designed runs as well as his scrambles.
They'll give it to him up the middle. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a second and goal. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here this close. Sneak it?
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. They'll run for it with Anderson. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it? Brandon, this is why I'm really glad I'm sitting up here next to you. It's awfully tough.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Brian Bonnie Calhoun. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they're throwing interception, and they're going to come away empty.
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Second and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. Mayfield now on second down. He finds his running back, Hyde. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. Give him 30 yards there.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
But depending on the team, they'd call that an explosive play or a chunk play, the one that they got on the previous one. They tried to go back and get another one, didn't they?
They did, but unsuccessful on that second attempt. Here's Mayfield. Throw left side complete. It's Gordon. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39.
A first down carry here for Johnson. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Now a second down throw for Mayfield. Looking outside, and he's got a man. That's Gordon. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. A first red zone opportunity for the Browns thus far. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. Back with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Browns with now a handoff. Johnson. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Back there, let's go. Here we go. Landing. Detroit. Landing.
Second down, Mayfield. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And he's into the clear. He's at the 50, the 30, 10. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, had some blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And the Browns getting set to go. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much, though?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
That throw good for 4. It's second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now Mayfield. Flushed out right. That's some strong running. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
Well, there was pressure all around him, so the only play was to try and get out of there. I think it was an excellent effort by him just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Gone! Here we go now. Look at 56. 3-19.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
Now, following the interception, here's Newman. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Myles Garrett in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
20. Gun. On the ball.
Here's Newton now on 2nd down. That's to McCaffrey, complete. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
And he finds a man. It's Olsen. And they do get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Newton. Being checked. And he will score. Touchdown, Panthers. Cam Newton, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Panthers add on to their lead. Ron Rivera didn't get the nickname Riverboat Ron for nothing. His guys are going to go for 2 here. Throwing is Newton. That is caught. He's got it. And the lead will move to 14-0. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
They begin the drive with Johnson. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
That's on the guard, Kevin Zeitler, first-round pick back in 2012. They were looking good on 2nd down, but now they're backed up 5 yards by the false start, and it's 2nd and 8. Mayfield. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. K1 short in there to take him down and to take us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. More from Cleveland after this. 3rd and long for Mayfield. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck rule that they can fall back on anymore.
It'll go as a 50-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. Carolina getting set to take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Brian Calhoun. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
Eluding the pressure right. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But you know there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Hurry up, here we go.
From the gun, Mayfield. His throw caught at about the 5. He was looking for Landry that time. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
This is 1st and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Carlos Hyde taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Browns have cut it back within a score. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and that'll make our score 14-7. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
And he is out of bounds, getting it just shy of the 35. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
Do something. Gun. On the ball, right here.
Now Newton on first down. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
I don't think what we just saw there was any surprise, because when Christian McCaffrey came out of Stanford, we knew he was a threat running it and catching it. And any way you can get the ball in his hands, you wanted to do so. Personally, I thought he ran the best routes of anyone coming out of his draft class, and that included the wide receivers.
Last year, 80 receptions also in the... And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a third time. Picked off by Travis Carey. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so.
Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Mario Addison. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. He's going to air one out. He's got a man. Complete. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
Hurry up, here we go. 3:19. 3:19.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. Dancing to his left. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down. The Browns will quickly use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
Leopard! Back 99 Philly, here we go. 4 down. Hot!
Working out of the gun. Mayfield going for it all. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Jarvis Landry in the final seconds of the first half. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. So they just do get the touchdown in before halftime, and now a PAT will tie it.
So what we're seeing is one team is going to be really excited right now. How about the other side, though? Will they be deflated, or will they go ahead and gather themselves, regroup at halftime, and come back out, because we had an even half?
Yeah, we did. We'll see. Should be a good second half, that's for sure. This is fielded at the goal line. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line. Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
A final shot before the break. Newton on the crossing route, complete. That's right. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. We now proceed to the start of the second half. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half.
Let's go.
What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Working the middle, and he's got it complete to Akins, the tight end. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Sometimes the most effective routes are the ones that you run in the backyard, and you probably ran them when you were 5 years old. How about a little curl there against zone? But the key to it is finding the open spots in the zone. How a linebacker or a defensive back will widen to give you space. Find that area and let your quarterback hit you.
They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. Leaves them with 3rd and just a yard. On 3rd and 1, here's Mayfield. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Here we go with Johnson. And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on 4th down. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. On 1st and 10, Newton. Got a man right side. It's McCaffrey. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Now a 1st down throw for Newton. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
He's going to get it running right, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given a little time.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. It's the linebacker, Michael Kendricks. Through an opening, and there he goes. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. Gonzalez to add the PAT. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And onto the field, here come the Panthers. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
On 2nd down, here's Newton. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Newton now to throw. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. A gain of 13 and also a 1st down. Newton on 1st down. And some room to roam now. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
To throw on 2nd down is Newton. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. 23 yards on the play. From the red zone now, Newton. Escaping the pressure right. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
To throw on 2nd down, Newton. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. He was looking for Jarius Wright that time, and it's 3rd down.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. And now here is another interception. Picked up by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern, maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing him.
The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a 1st down. First down, Mayfield. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18. Here
we go now. 3-19. 3-19. Leopard.
They'll hand it off now. Johnson. They find some open field here. And he's brought down. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. That opening drive rhythm continues right into play number 3.
Whatever they decided that they wanted to run before the game, it's working pretty well for them right now. Moving the ball downfield at a nice rate. And guess what? I think the chain crew might have to get a little oxygen over there. They have to keep moving downfield with 1st downs on each play.
Now a 2nd down throw for Mayfield. Screenplay, Johnson. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. So 1st and 2nd down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. Flush to his right. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Trying to get it to Landry there. A critical error there in a tight game in the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
A very solid gain of 27.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 43. To throw is Newton. There he goes inside the 30 and down to the 19-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got a first and goal. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on first and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. They come out here in the eye. He'll get it up the middle. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. C.J. Anderson taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game. So a big play coming for the Panthers. They'll go for 2. From the gun, here's Newton. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. Gano out to kick this one away. Here's Jarvis Landry now on the return. Able to slither by. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Julius Peppers able to collapse the pocket and drop him for a loss of a yard. After the sack, here's 2nd and 11.
All right, now look at 56. Look at 56. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Second down, Mayfield. Completes this to Callaway over on the right side. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
Mayfield on first down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10.
Set. Blue 90. Blue 90.
He's back to throw. Looking left sideline, incomplete. He was looking to get it to Jarvis Landry that time. And it's 3rd down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Underneath for Johnson. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You've still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
Detroit! Hurry up, here we go! Green 39! Green 39! Hot!
Back to throw. Dumping it off for Johnson. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Back-to-back 11-yard gains, and they've got another first down.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
Think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
Here we go.
Back to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
First down, a run with Hyde. And he'll get this down only to the 18. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Here we go now. Blue landed. Blue landed.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And he's got this one down to the 10. The Panthers are going to take another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. The Browns on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. And Gonzalez puts this one through. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
Carolina getting set to take the field. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you get a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
Well, how about keeping your head about you in this situation? No more timeouts. Finds a way to get out of bounds. Now they can breathe a little bit as they contemplate what to do on the next down.
He'll look to throw. And he's got McCaffrey open, complete. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. And he did exactly what they needed him to do, Charles. Got out of bounds. They have no timeouts.
And they knew that before the play even began. Still executed it. How many times have we seen it happen where you know it, yet a guy still looking for a timeout or trying to stay in bounds? He got it done.
And that's complete to McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards on the play.
Brandon, they likely have time for one last play, but it's got to be a heave into the end zone. Anything short, no good for them.
So it all comes down to the right foot of Graham Gano. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. So it all comes down to the right foot of Graham Gano. His first attempt of the night here, and it's a big one. It's for the win. And Gano is going to miss this one left. Oh, it's no good for Gano. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, befitting a tight game like this, it all came down to the wire. But in the end, the field goal to win, it goes begging.
Oh, man, that is a tough way to lose a football game. You put yourself in position.
Crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. It's a win for the Browns, and they're happy in the dog pound as we say so long from Cleveland.
I woke up and I'm feeling like a boss right now. I woke up and I'm feeling like a boss right now. I'm gonna hold it down, I swear. I roll up and I'm smelling like a right now. I do this for my rounds, oh yeah. Feel like in the real life, dripping on sauce in a good life. You shine, I shine, and ain't nobody gonna take mine. I just wanna be a boss. I will never ever fall. Chillin' like a boss with my feet up. Got a bag for the visa. Pulling up the leader. Getting that while on the. She's a keeper. No play burritos. Get to the pesos with amigos. I cannot with no zeros. Don't you run out? No, I can't show you no love, baby. Yeah, I am a boss in the cut, mayday. Bubbles and these models it's popping, I tip her. I skip her, I give her the. Girl, you on my line right now. Yeah, I can see the signs right now. Feeling like a boss right now. Feeling like a boss right now. And you just took a loss right now. Dripping in the sauce right now. Get a sprinkle up my style.